Uh, I'm starting it with the intervention of NUCLIO that started with the support of 50 hours teacher training workshop. Several learning activities will be presented centered on students or in the teacher of the scientist, but always give privilege to the learning of students in an active way. The objectives of this annual project were motivate students in science in general and space science in particular, promote quality learning in these areas, promote learning of science in a multidisciplinary way, and to promote learning through ICT. The first activity was developed with Gustavo, the workshop Astronomy on My Mobile Phone, Mobile Apps within scope of Space Week. He worked 3 programs, Stellarium, Heavens Above, and the Light Pollution. This first part of the year permitted the students to have their first contact with scientists and with space science, as well as to learn astronomy with their mobile phones. The 3 novelties were very motivating to the students because they were not used to them and it was really interesting for them. The zenith of the year, as I told you before, was the participation in the European project Our Space, Our Future with the workshop. This project was supported by digital platform GRASP, whose environment I will show soon. So this is GRASP, the teacher view, where you have each square is a group of activities, and you have also analytics if you want to analyze the work of your students. This is the view of the students, and here we have living in space too. We have astronauts putting honey and explaining how and what they eat in the space. This is the organization of the 14 classes, the major channel that was used, and the teachers that support the project. It's important to say that the 2 teachers that give more support and participate in the workshop were from natural science and not from physics and chemistry. The initial idea was to promote it for the hour of the week when the science teachers were together with students in a multidisciplinary environment. So the 2 teachers, but with time other teachers came along. The project applied pre and post tests. We didn't receive the results, but I get that them on the internet. I will talk a little bit of the sessions. The first session, 2 scientists, including Rosa Loran, went to school. They motivate, introduce project, motivate students, and they became a model for the teachers who were in the classroom. And those teachers then went to other classes and helped other teachers to develop the activities. So we developed the activities on their own with the pairs, building a spirit of fellowship between peers. It was mentioned the support of the teacher trainers directly in the classroom with teachers, which built confidence on teachers to do it themselves. This is very important because in Portugal is rarely we have rarely the teachers trainer on classroom. So here, the first session with Rosa Baran and the teacher. The second session was about living space, space jobs, investment in space. The third was about the explore another application about the knowledge and technology that was derived from space exploration, and they explore two parts, a city and a home, and they see what was coming from the research of space. In the fourth section, there was a talk with Portuguese analog astronaut João Lousada. Fifth section, the students made an investigation about their space job. In sixth section, the students made a research about some elements of the community about space science. In the space jobs, they made a research of first of the jobs in several documents of ESERO, NASA, and of the project, Our Space, Our Future. And then they make a list of the jobs, and then they choose which job she or he would like to do in space science. Then they had to explain the functions of the space job, and finally explain why the space job is adequate to them. Finally, they develop an avatar and make a synthesis of this research and put it on Padlet. On sixth section, there was a preparation of data collection instruments, interviews, questionnaires. I was recorded the data, audio, video, Google Forms, construction of the data collection instruments, selection of the dimensions, formulation of questions, and then implementation, and in the end, make a small summary. Here we have the questions and the dimensions of three classes. Here are an example. I won't take much time. Oh, não está funcionando.
I think we cannot see the video.
Yeah, it's not working. It's not working. It's not working.
Maybe after the presentation, you might want to show it from another link or something.
Okay.
If we have time.
Let's see if this one works.
I think this works.
This is one interview. This is a student.
It's not sharing the computer audio, I think. So you need to share your computer audio next to the screen. I think
you are not listening?
No, we cannot listen to it. We cannot listen to it.
You have to stop sharing, then start sharing again. But before you start sharing, you have to select audio.
But in the end, they made the conclusion about the interviews or questionnaires. Here is the Excel of one class that used Google Forms, and I bring some results. Do you think there is life in another planet? 80% said yes. Where do you think there is life beyond Earth? Most of the people say outside solar system. If we went to space, what was the profession you would like to have? Most normally the astronaut, but also astrophysicist, space psychologist, astrogeologists. And here is the question, an example of a manned mission, and we have a lot of Apollos and Vostok in inspiration for. Here we have a question, when we go with a manned mission to Mars, and as you can see, most of them are between 2030 and 2060. The participation in the project was very high and improved students' attitudes and motivation towards science, learning and development research skills, particularly those who were less interested. In terms of teacher training, in the workshop, the teacher trainers perform like they would in the classroom, creating an isomorphic training practice between classroom and workshop. The fact that the teacher trainers went to the classrooms create an environment of confidence and career development, enhancing teachers to give the step forward to new practice. Now I'm going to give you some official results of the pre and post questionnaires. Aspects that increased their score. People from different countries work in space science. All kinds of different people work in space science industry. Discoveries in space science make our lives easier. The aspects that decrease after the implementation. I would like to find out more about jobs in the space science industry. Discoveries in the space science help the environment. I would like to have a job related to space science. I'm going to jump a little bit. I'm going to the teachers, which generic learning outcomes were achieved. Teachers find the CPD, the formation, inspiring. Teachers find CPD sessions useful to their classroom practice. Teachers feel that CPD content will engage their pupils. Teachers understand how space science can be applied to their classroom through real-life examples. In impartial achievement, teachers regard space science as applicable to all students. Teachers bring space science into their classroom. Teachers use the strategies they learn in the CPDs in their classroom. Teachers inform students of career opportunities in space science. Teachers are encouraged to promote a more student-centered classroom. And finally, teachers know how to apply space science as a context in science classroom.